Good morning. It's quite early. I think it's 5 o'clock or something, and we have been up for a while. I went to bed early yesterday, so um, I started to have an infection or something. It just flared up yesterday, which I can understand. This was the last thing I needed. Um, I just want to rest, and life just won't let me. It's, I don't know. It has been 10 very long years, I have to say. Before these 10 years of this kind of transit, it wasn't like this at all. The last 10 years have had some sort of like a life lesson or karma or that has created chaos around me. It's not me. I have worked, I have showed up, I have um, like done the things, and then an institution or my employer or just decide that I have to wait for my money. Um, and I'm starting to get really tired of it, obviously. And I've also been, when everybody wondered if it just like sick leave money or unemployment and stuff. No, actually salary too. Um, I did work for a company where sometimes they wouldn't pay out the salary and you had to wait quite a long time to get it. Um, so it has been stuff like that happening, and um, I'm starting to get really tired of having someone else be in control over my income, actually. Like I can't decide over it myself. If I had, I understand that freelance finance has some kind of a structure and a system and a process they need to go through. That I'm fine with. It's just that they should have done it faster. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptably slow. Um, and if you, first of all, I have called them and they just point out that I need to email them on a specific thread. So then I email them and they can take like 1.5 week to respond to that. Um, they aren't fast at all. It's a very heavy energy when you deal with them. And I would have liked some form of more guidance, like, okay, you have been or you are sick, you need to do this. Um, like the first time you call them, I didn't get any of it. I had to kind of figure it out on my own, and that the purpose of them becomes kind of flat then. I could have figured out this on my own without them, kind of hindering or delaying stuff. Um, I would have told Försäkringskassan that I was sick from day one, and they have 4 weeks of kind of looking into it. So they would have paid me by now, and not have Frilansfinans saying that we need to do all these things before we can even tell Försäkringskassan that you are sick. There is a quiet control over an issue, though, a quiet shift of power, quiet shift of okay, I'm moving on without you, people. With kind of do it yourself, like taking control of the narrative, um, because I get their process. Their process has absolutely no nothing to do with telling Försäkringskassan that I'm sick. So that was what I got quite irritated with. They should have done so 14 days after their responsibility. Um, Now I just feel like, I don't know. I think if I had my own company, if I've done this myself, everything would have been done by now. Um, I wouldn't have had to wait. Um, and also, they aren't. I have had to kind of drag out information from them, or wait for information. It's not like they are um, like, here you have the process. You need to do all these things, and then we need to do this. Um, Nothing of that sort. So it just feels like, I don't know. I'm quite sad. I had high hopes. Um, I have learned though that if you want control over something, you want to kind of steer the narrative, then take action. That is that is like the main thing. I felt it yesterday when I just, well, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm sorry if you have your system, your process, whatever. Um, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it works exceptionally well for you. Um, and I think that if they had their process and they had, like, we have to do this within 2 weeks. So everything kind of works for their client too, then would have nothing to say about it. Then I would, okay, fine. It's just that it takes more than a month for them. And I think that is for a company that should be extremely innovative and modern, that is too slow. It just is. I would have expected that from like an old, or the government, or like an old institution where the the process are kind of cut in stone and it's in the walls, that kind of a place. Not this one. Um, yeah. Take action is my advice. If you want to feel like you do have control over an issue, and want to steer things in your favor, or in your kind of move along with an energy, then take action. The right one, I would say. I could have obviously started a fight with Freelance Finance, and like put all my energy into trying to change their processes, and trying to kind of reason with them, and trying to, I could have done that, obviously. But I choose to just do it myself, which took like no effort at all, actually. And that's just annoying. That I ended up in this because I thought that this would go through Freelance Finance would have made things easier for me. It hasn't at all. Um, I If a contract is so important, which I obviously agree with, then have people upload it when they log in for the first time, or when they use your platform. Uh, then you have it and you can look at it, and just, you don't have to do like it could have been smidigare. What's that? Like it could have been more smooth. Could have handled it like with a better touch, with a better, and it gives very much like dusty government energy now, which surprised me. So, will I do this again? Trust is broken, and that is often like that is often a no for me. I've learned my lesson. Um, and also, I'm quite tired of I'm showing up, I'm working, I'm doing my part, I am giving everybody all the papers they need, are um, answering all the questions. I want to do the right thing and I want to do it as fast as I possibly can. I obviously could have been faster and figuring things out faster, and but also I've been extremely sick. So I don't know if I could have kind of figured things out or went out there and done them faster. Maybe if I think I could have done like all of it the 2 days before my surgery, because I really tried my best to kind of send them emails and um, crossing off the to-do list so I didn't have to um, later that week. Um, and they kind of told me back then, like that week, okay, you need to do this, and then you have to send us the the contracts, um, and then you have to. I would have done it because I was in so much pain that I would have done like all of it at once to just get rid of it. So that I'm kind of, I don't know, disappointed in, I guess. I understand that companies have processes. I have worked in governments and what do you call it, kommuner, and the dusty thing that it's written on the wall or it's like in stone. I get those things. I just didn't think that I would kind of be faced with it this time around. But I have already started to think about a job. If I'm going to do social media again, I need to have a job that kind of works with it. So I already started to think about it, and I have some suggestions. Um, Maybe I just kind of go and try to find something within this town, to kind of have it nearby and um, obviously become a part of the community. I know this community kind of they go on vacations and stuff elsewhere. um, but when people are here, it would have been fun to kind of have um, like a community in some sort. They have a bookstore. I don't know if they are seeking someone, and I don't know if it's any heavy lifting. Um, I'm thinking about that, and yeah, right now I just want this week to be over. Hopefully, I get some help. Um, if it is like one person I need to ask, um, I eventually will get money from Frilansfinans. Um, so I'm going to be able to pay them back for it. If I get help from strangers, PayPal might not have been the best option. I am kind of hits me now. maybe crowdfunding or something would have been better. I think you can kind of pay people back um, with that kind of a system. Um, but well, I did the PayPal thing, so if anybody is helping through it, I would be deeply grateful. It's really not easy to do a video like that, I have to say. Uh, I've seen people do them online, um, but I don't know. Life is hard. It's tough. I grew up in chaotic family with, I think my mother has like borderline or something, bipolar, and they create chaos out of nothing. So it's been a chaotic childhood where I tried my best to take care of everybody. And that kind of spiked my stress hormone quite a lot. So I have been in high stress since I was a child, because of like my parents' divorce, which were like World War III, basically. They kind of kidnapped us and they um, fought and like, and both their I've asked my parents like what happened, and both have like their own version of it, where they are the angel and the other is the devil. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, um, and I just feel like they created chaos, and I was 4 when they divorced, um, and they just created chaos because of their own, I don't know what to call it, their own like inability to handle life, to handle themselves. Um, and after that, it just became even more chaos. Um, and I tried my best to help out or be there. I constantly got dragged into it, like family members calling at night, or I had to kind of leave to help out in a fight, or um, and I had my sister, my older sister. The oldest one left, and she never dealt with anything. Um, the one that is like 1.5 year older than I, she was quite unstable too. Um, so it was just me that tried in some way to kind of keep everything stable. I'm Taurus moon, which is the most emotionally stable sign. That is why people feel like I have a grounded energy, that I'm like the dock that you moor your boat to. I learned a new word the other day, unmoored, that people can feel unmoored when I'm not around, which is basically like you tie your boat to a dock, and then you feel like safe and secure that that boat is not going to drift away. When it's unmoored, then it's not attached to the dock, and you feel like the boat is, drifting away, or it's not stable. It will not be in place. Um, so that is the energy that people can feel, that I am like the stable thing that keeps it together. And when I'm leaving, it becomes very, it's not chaotic, but very unsure, very unstable. um I've learned that from astrology, which is, you know, it's it's good to know yourself. It's good to know what people actually go through, even if they don't tell you. But this last 10 years, I've learned that I need to kind of focus on me. I take care of everybody else. I show up. I do the work. Um, I am the person that people actually can go to. I haven't had a person that I can go to, though, which is what I have to kind of focus on moving forward. Like finding a person or finding people that kind of help me out too, or is the stable dock that I can moor my boat to, and when the storm is coming. Um, because I can't always be there for everybody else and not have it in return. Um, I've done that, and for some reason, it just everybody creates chaos or drama or whatever they are, whatever story they are in at the moment, and then they just leave me hanging there when I need support or someone to talk to or help in some way. Um, so I'm trying my best, I guess, to kind of shift that energy now. Even if it doesn't become anything about the PayPal thing, I at least tried. I at least took action to find people that want to help or have some kind of a emotional feeling, emotional being, that they feel like, yeah, I can take action and help out here. I think that is kind of the key point here, like taking action, because I felt like the past people never took action. It was like with the borderline people, they never focus on what they need to focus on, or if I need help, they go and help everybody else but me, if that makes sense. Um, because they can't deal with it, so they go and do other stuff. Like if I would start arguing with freelance finance instead of actually go and do what I needed to do, that is, I think that is the people that I need to find now, the ones that actually do take action, and have that ability to move on, move forward. And I don't know if it will be this time around, but I have learned that from actually first calling Försäkringskassan and do the thing myself, taking action, it shifts the energy. And then actually making a video and asking for help. The rent is due in what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, on Wednesday. So I have like 5 days. It's not a lot. It's not like I can go out there and get a job that will pay it. I would have if I had more time, though. I would have just tried to find something that would give me money to pay it, obviously. Now it's too late. I can't do anything. And also as I've been injured, I couldn't, if we like take it back 4 weeks. So no matter how much I kind of try to fix it, it's just, it is what it is. And money from the Försäkringskassan will come in a month. So I'm not worried moving forward. I'm just worried right now. But I have learned something very deeply now, that um, me asking is either bringing in the right people, or it is not. I could, hopefully I never have to do that kind of a video again. Let everything just work out and I get through this energy, and then I have a new beginning with Saturn moving into Aries, and we start again. I've learned everything I should learn, and hopefully I will never have to kind of ask like that again. I'm usually the one being asked, actually. I'm usually the one, even if I don't have the money, I lend it. I've done it so many times the last 10 years. Even if my life is chaotic, people have always known that they always can come to me if I have the money or not. I will lend it. And I think I need to start finding the same. Yeah, I have learned a lot. And from what I understand, I have shifted the energy in some way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it, or if it's going to take time, or if this was just a lesson for me to ask for help, but the help isn't going to be there. Then I don't know. Hopefully. I'm just starting to get really tired of this lesson now. So I really need to kind of figuring it out. Hopefully everybody else has figured out their lesson by now, because if you don't, it will repeat the next coming 10 years. Whatever lesson you kind of have on you, I need to start to try to calm down today, and do some Pilates or whatever. Create something, calm down, because I can feel like everything is itching. My eyes itch, my skin itch, and that usually means that I'm high in stress, which is not surprising, obviously. Next week, I did lay some cards for next week on me, and it looks better. It looks good. It looks like something is being resolved in my favor. Maybe it actually is someone that is stepping in to help me. If it's not like the general public on TikTok or YouTube, but maybe one person. Actually, you can see I'm actually not crying, or I'm very emotional, obviously, but you can see my eyes. This is the stress, and that my body is just it's just flaring up. I want to kind of scratch my skin constantly, and that is because of the situation. And also the grass is growing, and I am allergic to grass. So me not taking care of myself right now, and the grass allergy makes everything just itch Um, yeah. Advice: sit down and figure out what it is you need to figure out right now. Um, Things has happened around us. It's not our fault. It is the universe way of telling us either to take action, because you get control over the narrative or the way you want it to go. Um, the moment you do, I just felt the energy of Frilansfinans, like I'm leaving you people behind. I know we have like documents and stuff to do, um, but the energy of leaving them behind kind of came yesterday. Um, like, yeah, no, we are finishing this. I'm going to be polite, obviously, um, and all of that. But after this is done, um, we're going our separate ways. Basically, I just felt it yesterday after I've done the paperwork with Frilansfinans, or it's not paperwork, it's like online. Um, it took me like 15 minutes. It's so annoying. Like, why did I don't know. So sit down and start to think about what the last 10 years has kind of brought you, that has come over and over again, um, and that it seems like you haven't done anything, or you haven't been the catalyst for it. You have showed up, you have done the work, you have, and it just keeps coming up. um, I don't think I could have done things differently though these 10 years. It was what it was. Now I'm thinking about it, now I'm closing it down. Um, Hopefully, I find people that I can trust and rely on and ask for help when I absolutely need it. And I can build on with, um, and also pay the favor back. Um, I'm usually the person people go to for help. So I need to find that I can ask them for help. Um, so, in some way, we both feel like we get what we need from each other. Whatever it is, if it is like the audience of TikTok that wants me to show up and be on TikTok for them, or um, like creating some kind of community, um, and they would happily help me for it, or if it is one person or um, whatever, then I hope I kind of find it now, and feel like I can move in that path. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't take action, if I didn't sit down and felt like, okay, what is the pattern here? And what can I do to get out of this looping, or this like constant chaos? Because I want, firstly, to kind of live in a home where I feel like I'm aligned with the energy, which I spoke about. Doesn't need to be the pink house by the water. Obviously, it just like a number two house somewhere, where I feel like home, that I can create like deep emotional connections, where everything just, you speak from the heart, and you use your emotions. Obviously, that can be too much emotions, and I will probably cry a lot, um, and be extremely vulnerable. But I just feel like that is where I want to go towards. It's not scary any longer. So that I have understood. Um, And then when it comes to work, I know what I want to do. I know what I'm called to do, and that is showing up online with a more sensitive message or sensitive soul or being, and try to kind of make change in how people grow. And with that, people that are feeling that they want to learn or want to grow or want to kind of evolve and understand stuff are going to find me. But is it something more to take action when I'm ending up in a situation where I've been waiting on someone to do the right thing, even if it doesn't play out like in a good way. The moment I actually take action, the energy of releasing the energy we have, um, you can kind of feel it, like, okay, we are done now. You and I, we are done now. We still need to do the paperwork. We still need to kind of finishing off uh, some things, but energetically we are done now. And I'm starting to think about the next step forward, or the next step, and trying to solve it in another way, because I am done waiting, and I took the action, um, and then I'm trying to find another solution. I wonder how next week is going to get. More speed, um, something being resolved in my favor. So hopefully everything will just be okay. I hope so. I do not deserve this, I feel. Um, is it something else? I don't know. I don't think so. Then we are in May. And May is supposed to be better. We're supposed to kind of meet soulmates and have connections, and um, find the jobs we want, or find the, if we do the work. I've said this before, when people just believe that everything will come to them. You have to do the work. You have to sit here and you have to understand what it is the universe wants you to first understand, but then also do. It is a fine balance there. If I just sit here and understand, but I don't do anything, then the energy isn't moving forward. So that I have kind of accepted. I don't know the word for it. I need to finish. My camera will kind of cut off now. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm just repeating myself now, I feel. Will my videos change over time? Yes, obviously, to more vulnerable videos. Um, Eventually, I will change it up. It always, they say that always like that. Um, Now 39. I need to stop. I need to go and rest. Thank you for watching if you stayed this long, I have to say.